Good morning. I hope you're having a good morning. And if you're not up yet, I hope you have a good morning when you wake up. I just wanted to make a small video about checking the privilege about being able to stay at home and either work or receive some monetary benefit from it. And yeah, I'm definitely sick. Don't worry, I don't got the Rona. It's a mix of allergies and like a cold coming on. Not everyone has the benefit of being able to work from home because that might mean that your job doesn't allow you to because of the work you do, or it's not in the plans, or you originally didn't have a job at the time of this and this is really decreasing your ability to find another job. I'm sorry if I sound out of breath, but I can't breathe through my nose. And I'm privileged in a way that I can work from home, and my ability to work from home was an easy transition. I had one of the privileges is that I was able to take home my work computer and my whole setup and set it up in my home. And that, my video from yesterday, the only thing that has really changed is that I don't see my work friends anymore, but I'm working from home. Not everyone has the benefit of doing that, and even if they have the option to work from home, a lot of people don't have a space to do it. There's people with children, there's people with elderly folks they have to take care of. There's a lot of what ifs, and I see a lot on Facebook, people, and I'm one of those people that are excited about working from home. Well, I was last week, but also we have to realize that we need to address that not every job, not every person has that privilege or that ability to be comfortable while working from home. And it's not something I think people need to apologize for, because we were all doing our own thing 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't probably predict how this was gonna play out. But since we now see how it's playing out, where we're realizing a lot of our friends are being affected, i.e. Matt, he works in the food service industry, and they've cut staffing, not even by half. They're already, I think he was saying they only have 4 people a day, and that's for bare bones work. And he's getting nervous, he's getting, kind of scared because that's his source of income. So I think we are all in a weird place of trying to figure out, how's this problem going to be solved? Is it we're going to all have to hunker down for 2 weeks and not go outside, let the virus, run its course to an extent? Or are we going to have to address that the way that the work situation right now is, that it's a huge class separation, and people are being negatively affected to a point where people are losing jobs, and people are having to fire people, and rent is due. The first is next week, and I think that's what's keeping me on my toes. I'm not nervous about my bills per se, because like I said, I'm working from home. Everything I've been doing at work, I'm doing from home. So with Matt staying with me, I'm making sure that we're all set from that point on. But I know that people in other situations don't have that ability. Next week is daunting. Next week is terrifying, because next week there are landlords who don't care that you have not been to work in 2 weeks. There are some companies who have not suspended your services as far as not charging you. Oddly enough, here, National Grid, that's where pretty much the power company has stopped charging people. And I only noticed that because all my bills, I pay my bills. It's like a ritual of mine. Twice a month, same stuff, and it's like they haven't charged me yet. And they sent a message saying they're not. But not everyone has the benefit of being in my situation. And I'm pretty cognizant of that, considering this is the first time in my entire life I've been in a situation like this, where I am privileged enough to have comfort, to be able to be like, I'm good, I'm fine until this thing blows over. And the only thing that's gonna change for me is that I'm just gonna take my computer back to my job and continue doing what I'm doing. But not everyone has that. And then I think the most frustrating part is that I'm seeing people online who are just reveling in the idea that, oh, I'm so glad that, I hope this lasts forever. I don't. I hope this stuff wraps up soon. because I have friends, I have family who are being so affected by this that even once the Miss Rona, COVID-19 is finished, they are going to be affected for months. And not just emotionally or anything, but their bank accounts are affected. People are having to dip into their savings because they have to keep up, like going to grocery shop. And that's hard because people are hoarding stuff. It's very interesting and kind of upsetting, but I do think we need to address the privilege that comes from the ability to be comfortable in a time of panic. If, sorry y'all, if you are comfortable in this time of panic, I challenge you to try to assist somebody during this time that is not comfortable like you. And I remember seeing something that Cardi B put online about how she's been getting upset with these celebrities about who's like, I'm sad to be in the house and I got tested for COVID-19 and I'm positive. And how she got upset. She's like, you realize that you have the money to live in luxurious houses and get tested for this cause, even though you're asymptomatic. You need to check your privilege. And I'm 100% with Cardi with that. But not all of us, and hell, I don't know a millionaire personally. I'm not friends with millionaires. But I have friends that make buku bucks who are just reveling in it, who really aren't seeing the bigger picture. So I implore you, if you are a person who is comfortable, try to see how you can help another friend. Now, social distancing is a thing and we really can't do anything. In fact, I had a virtual date yesterday because I'm not leaving the house and he's not leaving the house. It was nice, he's nice. But if that's something as simple like, hey, I was a hoarder and I have 15,000 rolls of toilet paper. Drop some toilet paper on somebody's porch and like, let them know that you're there for them. If you're one of the ones that stole all the meat, send a sucker a pack of hot dogs or something. Like, help people. If you are comfortable during this time, help people. So whether you're into karma, whether you're into good deeds, whether if you know, what would Jesus do? Whatever you have to do to justify being a good person, I implore you to do that. Because right now, our friends, our families are being affected by this virus, and it goes more than the sickness that it causes. It's the inability to live a happy life, which is, you know, what they need and what they deserve. So yeah, that's just something that was on my mind this morning when I woke up, because me and Matt had a conversation yesterday while I was wrapping up stuff at work, and he's really worried about it. Mainly he's worried about being a burden on me, and that's not a problem with me. I mean, this is an unprecedented like situation. He didn't cause it. I didn't cause it. No one in our friend circle caused it. Like, nothing that we could have done could have stopped it, except for social distancing, which we are doing very good about. But he was really nervous about being a burden on me, about his bills. And I told him, I was like, you know, you'll have a place to stay. We'll be fine as far as food. We have TP. We will be okay. But I do know that regardless of me saying that we're gonna be okay, he still has nervousness about everything around in his world. So even if it's kind words, even if it's offering to help somebody, do that, because you don't realize how many people, the majority of people, are being negatively affected outside of the realm of sickness. So kindness is what we need to do right now. Awesome. I'm getting really sick, y'all. So I'm gonna get off this so I don't lose my voice. Bye.